Hey, what's going on, guys? I ran out of battery on my phone, so I had to run upstairs and jump on my iPad. So, yeah, that was what happened. Sorry, I didn't want to leave it as an ending that way, where it was just kind of like, where would he go? So, I'll just pick up for a little bit here where we were, and Nico's in. Devlin Harden is in. Everything's far away now because of the iPad being over there. So I'm going to pull this up. CCxRC, how's it going, man? Yeah, I'm back. My phone literally just died on me in the middle of it. Uh, it really drains the battery, and even this, I tried to throw a quick charge on and grabbed an old phone that I use for traveling, and this battery is really low too. So there's still people watching the other one. But I'm just trying to get on this one so that I can see the comments a little closer. But yeah, so this year we've got, we'll be getting out on the trail again. The ZRD sitting up there. That still needs a little bit more work to it. Grandma Digger is down below. I really want to get out and do some stuff with the mud truck and with the bog hog mud truck. So that's coming. We've also got like a recap video I've been working on, so hopefully that'll be going. Nicola's asking about what about planes. I do have planes that I want to fly. Somebody's asking about a hobby grade for under $300. It really depends on what you want to do with it. If you want to go out and just jump it and bash it and be able to go fast, the Granite 3S BLX is awesome. If you're not that worried about it, but you want something durable, even the 4x4 slash that's brushed is a good start. And so that's a great brushed truck to start with, would be a slash. You can actually get the Arma Granite and the Sentin brushed and their version for like $220 in 4x4. So you can get a great deal on that. So it is really, really bright. Give me 1 second here to try and make some adjustments here. It's hard with the camera way over there. I think that's a little bit better. Granite brushed is very durable, and you can upgrade it later. CCxRC, Netcruiser Tech has done that with his. The Tank RC, what's a granite? It's an Arma granite. But I think the Traxxas Slash is also, I mean, there's part support like crazy for the Traxxas. That's one of the best things going for the Traxxas Slash. So you can get parts for it just about anywhere, and there's just so many upgrades for them. And you can take it to the next level very easily with that as well. So both, I think, are really good options. They're both really competing with each other in that market, I would say, as well. Trying to get the comments up a little bit here. That is all right, Knox. There's no need. Nicola, there could be potential problems going brushless on your Granite because with their brushless one that they have set up, it has a different slipper and gearbox setup there, and as well as on the diff, it's got a little bit of a difference there as well. So there are some definitely some changes that they made to it. But Netcruiser's been running his on 3S brushless. I think he's running 3S. He's at least running brushless, and he's really destroying it and having fun with it. Not destroying it, but having fun with it, really killing it with it. Happy New Year, Tank, to you as well. Can the BLX parks go into the brushed? Yes, they should be able to go into the brushed. It's the same chassis, basically. They've just upgraded some of the components on it to be able to handle a little bit more power. And that's the diffs is one of the things that they have gone and they've upgraded, and so that's an upgrade that you can get for it to make it handle a little bit better and take the power that you're going to be doing when you're going to a brushless system. Ed7, my brother's birthday is coming up. I'm thinking of getting the ZD Racing Thunder. Would that be a good choice for him? He's decently experienced in driving RCs. I would say to save a little bit extra money maybe and get the brushed version of the Granite or the Sentin BLX or the Sentin 4x4 Mega Truck that are brushed. I think that the durability is going to be much better in those. The ZD Racing, now that I've been running them more, the diffs seem to have a little bit of issue with them because they're gearing these trucks up and they're putting these brushless motors in them, that they're not necessarily capable of handling very well if you're not good at driving and you don't land right. And so I haven't been the one breaking mine, but when I let other people is when I tend to see the problem, and they stay on the throttle when they're jumping and landing, and that's where you're starting to get some of the problems, or hitting a fence or things like that, and the tires are that's where I've seen some of the issues with those. I haven't personally, driving them myself, had problems with them. So, you know, it depends how experienced he is, but I would definitely say I would look at the, like the Sentin or something like that. Or even going two-wheel drive. I'll tell you what, that ECX amp is a lot of fun. It's a really fun truck. And that's a pretty inexpensive truck. Nicola saying, I love my Pro MT 4x4, though it's durable and fast on 4S. I do not have a Pro MT 4x4. They really intrigue me. I think that it probably would be kind of what I would hope to do with something like a slash conversion. I think that the Pro MT, you know, is kind of set up in that kind of realm of durability and bashing. Jonathan Rodriguez, in your opinion, what do you think is the best connector for batteries, ESCs? The best is probably bullet connectors straight into your battery from your ESC. If I have to do a plug, I'm now going with XT60s, or I haven't done them yet, but I'll probably be doing XT90s. Unless the EC5 plugs come out with an easier way to solder the pin in, because right now it's such a pain. It takes way too long, and I hate the hobby by the time that I'm done trying to use those stupid connectors or build them. So if they would just give us one where they're already put in and they just have the little metal tab out on the back with a little cap that slides over it like the XT60s do, that would be fantastic. And then I would use their plugs, but right now I hate them so much. Tank saying the good entry trucks in ECX. I say so. Nicola saying they recently came out the Pro SC 4x4. Maybe that's more for you. No, actually, I like the monster trucks. And so the whole thing, the reason I got the Slash was to do the conversion kit to make it a monster truck, because it's one of the stupidest monster trucks for freestyle that you can get. It's just crazy. Yeah. But Jonathan, I also run a lot of Dean's plugs on them. I know people are getting away from those a lot, but they still work great for me. It's still a go-to for me. I've got them on pretty much almost all of the trucks that you can see behind me have XT or have Dean's plugs on them, except for the ZRD, because that came in after I started doing the XT60s and 90s. Hey, Jamin RC, what's going on, man? Roger Chevelle saying the SMT10 is discontinued. Wow, Nicola saying he wanted a Yeti score, but it's discontinued. I haven't been over to the Axial site recently because I was hearing that the SMT10 was discontinued on RC Talk by the Tank RC. Those guys have been telling me that. and only my Hobbytown website said that it was discontinued, but they were still showing it listed as a truck on the Axial page, as well as some of the others just saying that it was unavailable. So they're saying that the Yetis may be gone too, or the Score. That's interesting. I guess the Score one makes a lot of sense to me because Losi already has something like that, the Baja Ray. So, and if I were Axial and I were Horizon, and I had all these companies, I would probably make Axial a crawler company and not diversified over into the Yetis and that stuff. But that's just me. Roger's saying sticker bomb still rules. Sticker bomb is right here. There's a big gap here, so I might as well move it over, huh? Maybe even get some sideways love like that. Yeti is fun and still available. The Yeti was not fun for me. That is another car that I actually got rid of. So I've gotten rid of 2 cars. Well, I've given away quite a few cars. But traded or sold was the HPI Flux 4 capacitor RS3972 something Porsche, and it was junk. I hated it. It wasn't junk. I just hated it. I didn't have a place to drive it. And then the Yeti, because of the way I drove it, like the tank says. And it was fast and wanted to be jumped, but it couldn't take it. Not big jumping. But I didn't have any place to just run it like I should, like a rock racer. So yeah. But I busted the axle on that like 4 times. Spent like $200 in repairs on the axles alone before I traded it. Charles Wendler saying, pretty sure the SMT is discontinued because the licensing is Monster Jam, so they could just release it without it. And I agree. And the SMT10 still makes sense as being an Axial, I guess, and so would I guess some of the others, because they share parts with the other trucks. Like the axles are from the Wraith. So, but I really think that if I were Horizon and I were doing solid axle, I'd look at some of my other companies as maybe a potential offering for those solid axle trucks. But I'm not Horizon Hobby. I'm not Axial or any of those guys. How fast does the Granite Mega go? I think I got mine at like 20 something, 23? Or the Sentin version. So yeah. Tank says rock racer, not 20 to 30 foot jumps. That's not what I was doing with it. I was doing front flips. And they did not end well. So yeah, I mean, I hope that the SMT comes around. I hope that they put a better transmission in it and that they put a brushless system in it, because without the lure of the Gravedigger icon or name, I don't see it selling at that price point at the speed that it goes. So I think if they even didn't put a body in and you got to choose, you bought your own body, but they sold it as a kit, and just sell it as a cage, or even maybe just to put in a clear or a very simple truck body, that'd be fine. Yes, I should be on their tank. That's my goal, is to be on the Tank RC Talk on Thursday night, 9:30 p.m. Chris is saying, been looking at the heavy duty diff gear options. You definitely have to do the HD ring gear on the diff. It's fantastic. The bevel gears change everything for the SMT10s, as well as like the hot racing transmission. If you leave the stock drive shafts, that's a nice break point that's very easy to swap in and out. And it will take the beating instead of your diffs and ring. So that's kind of nice. But we actually just stripped out my buddy's Jeremy when he was over. I gave him a nice 3S battery, and we just toasted his his transmission. He was saying, "Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna need to switch it out." But yeah, we toasted it about 5 minutes later. Roger Chevelle is asking about the monster truck conversion for the Slash. Is that using the J Concept kit? That is. That's why I bought the Ultimate. I've watched Fred Reap do a lot of them, and he starts with the Ultimate, Slash Ultimate, as the base. And so that's why when I saw the Slash Ultimate come up at a great price, I picked it up. But now that I'm running it as a Slash Ultimate, I'm kind of liking the Slash Ultimate. And so there's not a class right now for running those mod 4 or whatever they call them, stage 4 mod kit or whatever it is, in our local races. So I wouldn't have anything to do with it except for just kind of beat it up around the house, which I can do with the Slash as it is without spending the extra $100 for the Concepts kit at the moment. So part of me has thought about actually turning that into my son of a digger, take the body and sell the chassis, which I love the chassis, but maybe make that my basher truck is the son of a digger, because that's the coolest freestyle truck anyway, and that basic setup is really to have a killer freestyle truck. Asia Tees might be on with us Thursday night just for Tony. Hey, how's it going, RC Hunter? Good morning and Happy New Year to you. What time is it here? I don't even know. It's already like January 2nd for you. Asia Tees might be on with us Thursday night just for Tony. That's funny, Tank. Maybe they can tell me what I need for my drift car. Ed7, for the Traxxas Brushless 2-wheel drive brush, are you able to buy the brushless kit separate and install it yourself? Of course, those things and all the parts that you would want for it are available from Traxxas. If you need it, if you wanted to try and up the gears or the durability of some of those parts. But really, for that thing, you could probably just stick a brushless on it. That's what I did with my Stampede, and it was just totally fine. And I just got a Castle Creations one, something waterproof, just for fun. Wow, 5 a.m. over where RC Hunter is. I don't see many people talk about the Sentin 6S. Is it any good? I've seen some people that have them and they love it. Some people are speed people, and that 6S makes it awesome for that. That size of a truck for me on 6S is insane. RC Hunter saying he got his sunken boat back. That's awesome. That was such a funny video. If you guys haven't seen it, you got to go check out the RC Hunter. He was doing a review on a boat and it sunk. But yeah, so I mean, 6S and certain things, I don't know, overkill for me in a lot of ways. Like even that Granite on 3S, I'm having so much fun. I don't need any more speed with it. I'm just completely content with it. And so to have like a Creighton or something on 6S, you know, where it just goes completely stupid and just spins so fast. You know, I don't know if the fun is it there and worth it for me. I mean, the durability is awesome of the Creighton. The size of it's pretty cool. If I got one, I might just run it on 4S. So I don't know. We'd see. There comes a point where it's just too much power and too much. Like 6S is what I was running in my X Max, but it's huge and heavy in the size of it, and it's not making it go stupid or do anything crazy. It's just to power that big of a truck. And everybody loves the 8S version, but I'm totally fine with it for on 6S. I haven't felt a need to go up to the 8S version yet. But watching those Creightons fly, man, those things look like a really cool jumper. Tank RC, more power equals more damage. I agree. Good balanced truck is fun to jump and bash. I agree. That's what I liked about the Zombie so much. It wasn't like the flipping truck of all the other ones, like the Bison and the JLB that I was getting from GearBest. It just was tough, and it was a great jumper. It always wanted to fly level. I loved it. RC Hunter testing the BSD Hill Climber Crawler today. It's crazy where you can drive it. Very cool. Nicola saying, I overpower so much so my Pro MT is crazy on 3S. He says I run 4S because why not? And I called Proline and they said with thick diff oil I could run 6S. Yeah, and he's just scary in my opinion. I agree. It just gets crazy. At a certain point, that much power, if you are not good at throttle control, can be more of a problem and a pain than anything. Yeah, so I'll leave it at that. But if you like doing speed, that's where the you get that higher S rating, and it's crazy. Anyone else have wheel nuts constantly loose on SMT10 with tribute wheels, tires, serrated nuts? That's Roger Chevelle. I did one time lose a wheel nut with it, but I Loctite them all now. That takes care of that. RC Funds Diversions, how's it going? Happy New Year to you as well. I just wanted to jump on live and show kind of some of the stuff I was working on. I got videos to edit. I don't know if I'll still get to it tonight now at this point, but yeah. RC Hunter, can I drop a link on the first test? Definitely, man. I think I have to... There, I can say show. There it goes. Get a few people that can do that. The slashes are fun. Tony have 2 4-wheel drives and 2 2-wheel drives. That was Roger. Yeah, I could see where having several of them would be fun to race. And that's where I'm tempted to leave it again as a short course truck, because I have the low C10. That was my second RC car I ever got. It's downstairs now because it needs new discs put in. And then I have the awesome, I really like it, the VCAR not Bison, VCAR SCTX10. And that thing is an awesome truck. And it was like $230. And 4-wheel drive, metal chassis, just stupid fast on 3S. Can take a beating. I've beat that up. I've destroyed the body. The only thing I've broken on it was the I lost the... It has a weird system for body mounting clips, or the posts. So it's got like that arm that, for your body mounts, and then they actually screw into that, and so I lost one of them, and so I just had to buy another kit. The Tank RC, when did I get a 2-wheel drive buggy? I got the 2-wheel drive buggy. The first time my diffs went out on the low C, and I needed something to run up the track, and so that would have been my third year, some second, 2 or 3 years into the hobby. I got that, but I started with the two-wheel drive Stampede, had that for a year. Then I got the low C 10, and then maybe that same year I got the Team Associated, which is right here next to the Grandma Digger. And that needs a little work. I think it needs a new ESC and motor. One of them is bad, the ESC or the motor. I don't know which one. Are all Loctites good? Blue Loctite. Don't use red. JJ, how are the new Venom batteries you run? I find them to be fantastic. Even the lower C rating ones that I'm used to running have handled terrifically. The 35Cs I've been running my SMT10s, and they've been great. So I was running 100Cs in the SMT10s, but I don't really feel that much of a difference running the 35C or even the 50C of the new batteries in my trucks. They run great. I mean, when you're metering them and you're looking at the charge, it does great. So even some of the racers on the Venom team are, were questioning why they didn't have 100C batteries, but when they've seen the performance and the quality of the 50C batteries, they've been wowed by them. Nicola says, have you seen Kevin Talbot's new video? He found a 5th scale gas for like 500. Yeah, that's the one over at Banggood or GearBest. It's kind of a shortened version of, it's kind of like the HPI Baja. It's kind of like the clone of that. What are those called? They make short course trucks too. Tons of people run them over here. You see them on Facebook all the time for sale. But the shortened version looks like it's cheap as far as price goes. I think it's the Rowan, I think. RC Fun Diversion is saying he's going to pick up the Arma tomorrow from Hobbytown or Thursday. That's very cool, man. Tank saying under your sticker bomb. Yes. Oh, wow. Weird. You guys see a whole lot more in the frame than shows up on my screen up there. That's crazy. It cuts off at the edge of the Grandma Digger for me in the actual video up there. All right, so I'm trying to catch up on comments here. Oh, Earl RC is in the house. How's it going, man? Does the 2-shock setup work well on SMT10s? I think you mean 2 shocks per side of each axle. A lot of times people just run the other one without oil or anything in it, and it's just and really light springs just to make it so that it doesn't really impact it too much, but it's for looks. When should you, Jama says, when should you run a heavier shock oil? I'm confused if you have a drop kit. Oh, that'd be for tank. Rovin, Trash Can Ninja says Rovin. Yeah, so Roger's saying 2-shock per wheel on SMT10 work well. RC fun diversion. So what did I notice difference between the 50C and the 100C on the Arma? Nothing, really. I mean, you get maybe some more at the very start, but I mean, the top speed was the same between the two batteries. Chris is asking, would I recommend the gear set or the whole transmission for the SMT10? I like the whole thing. That's what I run on my. Well, I run it on a couple of my trucks. So I run it on my CCx10, but then I also run it in one of my grandma, or no, the son of a digger has that full set, and I really like it. One of them I only switched out the gears and sticker bomb. What did I do in sticker bomb? Sticker bomb is just the gears swapped out, and then I think it's in the it's the Max D that I did the full kit, and I really like it. The RC Hunter said, what RCs did I get from Santa? I got none. I did get a slider, though. So, here, I can show you. I guess. But it might be easier to just do this. For video stuff. Get some smooth. Although I find that it actually has like a bump in it, in one of the bearings, or one of these isn't perfectly cut. So that's actually problematic. So I might be sending it back. So that's what I got. For doing video stuff. Oh, lots of questions popping up tonight. Trash Can Ninja really likes the new Arma line, he says. Having a hard time between the Typhon and the Granite. That's going to be a tough one, man. That's a tough one. I was looking at the Typhon when I was at Hobbytown, and I ended up getting the drift car. That was another one that was kind of pulling me. Because I had about $300 to spend, up to about $350. And I ended up going with the drift car because it's something different than what I have. But yeah, I was very, very tempted by it. Roger Chevelle, what's a good sway bar for front and rear for the SMT10? I leave the one that comes in it in the rear, and then I just bought the, it was the bomber kit that comes with everything you need to assemble it. So you don't get all three soft, medium, hard springs for the sway bar. You just get a complete kit to be able to build it, so you don't have to buy multiple things and assemble it. And so that's what I did, and I did it on all of mine, and I really like it. And it's cheaper that way, way cheaper. It's under 20 bucks. The dog's up here. What do you want? Let's destroy everything? Probably wants to go outside. So yeah, so that's just a really cheap low-end slider, but it is their carbon fiber version of the cheap low-end slider one. I think that one runs about 80 bucks for that particular one. What would you look at for your next RC? I've been looking. Shh. Come here. Sit down. Yeah, the dog wants to go outside because it gets a biscuit when it goes outside. So this was my dad's dog, and when he passed away, we inherited her. She's old, and she's been trained by him that if she goes outside, she gets a biscuit. It's supposed to be for using the bathroom, but it just became if she wants a biscuit, she goes outside, then she turns right back around and stands at the door. So that's what she's going to do. She doesn't ever bark, and so that whimper is what we get from her trying to talk to us and communicate. Down. Sit down. Right here. Down. There you go. Good girl. So yeah, she is smart. She must have just woke up. She sleeps all the time. And then when she wakes up, she's like, oh, I'll just go outside and come back in, get a treat, and then I'll go lay down again. I don't know what RC I would get next. Probably, I mean, I still want a Creighton like crazy, but I'm not as tempted by it as I used to be because I like the Granite so much already. It's just kind of a fun basher. In fact, I think I'm going to sell my Revo because I have enough fun with the Granite that I don't need the Revo up there anymore. So we'll see. I might turn that into a racer because they do allow those to race, but it's just a lot of classes to run. I think that I would probably get like an HPI Baja and convert it to a sprint car with the cool fins and all that, the wings. That looks super cool. I was just in love with those going around the track when I went to that oval race. So that is one of the possibilities. I don't know. I'm kind of like at this point, there's a couple crawlers I was looking at too that I was interested in. So the new Red Cat's kind of interesting. I have been really tempted by the Bigfoot one with the flame paint job on it because I love my Traxxas Stampede two-wheel drive Gravedigger, and it'd be fun to have one that was a Bigfoot as well. And the flame paint job just looks cool, even though it's not like something that they did with the truck ever. It's kind of their own thing, their own take on it. I still dig it. Trash Can Ninja saying, why not get a Roven? They're $400 on sale right now. Where is this Roven that you talk of? Is it linked from Kevin? I'm trying to look. So here's the 1/5 Roven on eBay for $460. KingMotors.com. Yeah, here's one with the performance pipe for $500 on oh, here's one, fifth scale 27.5 cc. That's $400 for the blue one. That's pretty cool. But they've got it in a performance one for another $100. 36 cc with performance pipe. and it's not gonna do it. Maybe I can link it for y'all. I was asking, am I doing any indoor monster truck races this year? I'm hoping to do the Showtime race if I'm not traveling for work in Richmond, and that's indoors, but I'm not sure. But yeah, so there's a couple of them. Even on rovinrc.com, they've got it listed for 400 for the. This one's a hot deal for fifth scale. Now, if they'd allow this to race and it could be converted to a sprint, I might have to check my bank account. So there's the one for 400 people are asking about. All right, Jamin, man. If you're out, we'll see you, man. Is it tomorrow night? What's today? Tomorrow's Wednesday, so Thursday. Yeah, I'm going to wrap this up, guys. I just wanted to get on literally just to say that the other video ended because my phone died. I was actually getting ready to wrap that one up. But when we started this one, other people jumped in and there's a whole lot more questions than on the previous one. People are asking about, did you see the video for Ryan Anderson by J Concepts? I did. I watched the whole thing. Absolutely amazing. You guys should watch it. The Traxxas / conversion they did for him for the Bog Hog with the King Sling tires and all that, dragon wheels. Came out really killer. So I did see that. So I saw that comment that had just popped up. So yes. I also watched the HPI, or not the Horizon Hobby. They had a pretty cool Christmas video for people. That was interesting. And I've been watching more. Again, I watched them on my TV. I've been working on my computer and all that, and I have the TV on running videos. And so I've seen quite a few that way as well. All right, RC Hunter. Hey, Blacksmith RC. How's it going, man? It's been a while. All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna wrap this. Good night, everybody. Good night, Nicola. Good night, Tank. Earl RC's in there. Scottzilla. RC Hunter. Jama was in there. RC Fun Diversions. I don't know if everybody's still in here that was in here a little bit ago. Trash Can Ninja. Blacksmith RC saying Red Cat Gen 8. Yeah, that's the one that if I got a crawler right now, that'd probably be the one I'd get. So, yeah, we'll catch you guys later. Thanks for tuning in, and even for the second part here to say that my battery died. So, hope you guys have a great night. I'm probably going to go and try to edit that other video that I shot tonight so that it can go up sometime tomorrow. Maybe late tonight. We'll see. But have fun, guys. RCing. Have a happy new year. Hope you guys have a great year this year. And we keep pushing the hobby this year. Talk to you later. Oh, I got to reach up there to turn this off. I'm not on this video. There we go.